ever notice how people talk about bankruptcy like it's a reset button? Oh, just file chapter 11. Big companies do it all the time. Big companies do it big. You know, a big company. They restructure and come back stronger. Let me explain something clearly. Bankruptcy is not a growth strategy. It is not a hustle move. It is not a startup hack. It is an adult financial tool. And if you're not built like an adult company, it will not save you. Look at companies like Hooters. When they filed bankruptcy, they weren't small businesses begging to survive. They had assets, structured debt, legal teams, institutional lenders, brand equity, negotiation leverage. When they filed Chapter 11, they weren't collapsing, they were renegotiating. They were restructuring leases, repricing debt, reorganizing operations. That's adult behavior. Now let's talk about what happens if a teenager company tries the same thing. A teenager company usually has thin reserves, founder dependent leadership, weak reporting discipline, limited lender relationships, minimal asset base. If that company files bankruptcy, there is nothing substantial to reorganize. There is no deep capital stack to restructure. There is no institutional leverage to negotiate. There is just exposure. For most teenager companies, bankruptcy isn't surgery, it's burial. Here's a bad breakdown about bankruptcy. Toddler stage, they're too small. Bankruptcy usually means liquidation. You sell it off, it's over. Teenager stage, too exposed. Bankruptcy usually means collapse. Can't pay your staff no more, it's over. Adult stage, structured. Bankruptcy can be a strategic reset. But even for adults, it's not free. Equity gets wiped, reputation gets damaged, leadership changes, credit tightens. It's survivable, not painless. The real lesson is this: bankruptcy doesn't create structure, it exposes whether you had structure. If your internal governance is weak, if your reserves are thin, if your debt isn't strategically layered, bankruptcy will not magically mature your company. It will magnify your fragility. So when founders romanticize bankruptcy and say, well, big companies do it. Yes, big companies with adult capital structure do it. If you're still building your business and thinking bankruptcy is a fallback plan, you're thinking at the wrong stage. The real move is this: build shock absorbers early, build reserves early, build governance early so you never have to rely on bankruptcy to save you. Because if you're not built like an adult, it won't.